Hey everybody, Coach Jason. So today what I want to do is I want to send out a training plan, or a 16-week training plan geared towards running under 3:30 for the marathon. I have a video out there already that's sub 4 hours. I will be posting a sub 3 and a sub 2:30 video as well, all of which will be a 16-week detailed training program. Today I want to focus on 3:30. And in some cases, you know, you may have already run a marathon, and you may have either run 4 hours or gotten to 4 hours or a little bit under, and your next goal would be to get under 3:30, or you may have recently run a 140 or 145 half marathon and you want to see how close you can to doubling it, which will get you between 320 and 3:30 for the marathon. Or you may have some other plans. Either way, it's going to be a 16-week detailed program, and it's going to be broken down into a couple of different pieces, okay? 3 blocks, essentially. 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and 5 weeks, okay? And you'll notice some differences, and I will point them out to you, okay? All right, let's get to it. So week 1, you're going to run 4 miles easy on Friday. Tuesday, it's 2-mile warm-up, drills and strides. Anytime you see DNS, it's drills and strides. If you happen to have a routine where you do drills and strides already, fantastic. If not, I can help. I can make a video to help you get there. If you'd like, just leave a comment down below and let me know if you'd like to do that. So, drills and strides, 6 by 100 meter uphill runs with a jog down recovery. Okay, they're going to be relatively short uphill runs here. So the shorter they are, the quicker you're going to run up the hills. You want to lean into it a little bit, but staying upright. Focus on good form. Lift your knees up. Pump your arms, and then you jog down recovery if you can. But if you need to walk down recovery, that's fine as well. And there's a 2-mile cool down. 6 miles steady on Wednesday. Bike and cross-train day on Thursday, and anytime I say bike and cross-train day, I recommend 30 to 40 minutes. You can go shorter, you can go longer, depending on your preferences and your training environment, your lifestyle, your amount of time you have in your schedule, but that's generally my recommendation. Okay. Friday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 3 miles at goal marathon pace, and in this case it's between 8 minutes and 7:50 per mile. 3:30 is 8 minutes spot on, but I like to give you a little bit of margin of error within the training. So generally to train you run about 3:25-ish, 3:26, to mitigate any slowing down that may happen in a marathon, and it usually does, so I want to give you a little bit of cushion. Then you're going to take 3 minutes, then you're going to run 5 by 200 meters at 5K to 3K pace with a 1-minute recovery, and in this situation it's 51 to 52 seconds per 200 meters with a 2-mile cool down. 10-mile easy long run on Saturday. 4 miles easy on Sunday. If you're wondering where I get some of these paces from, I use running calculators, okay, that help you determine where your pace should be based on certain races. And I also have a video as well that says improve your half marathon, 10K, and your marathon, which basically tells you where you should be for the marathon as well as the 10K based on a half marathon performance. So if you happen to have run a half marathon recently or plan on using it as part of your training towards marathon, this is a great way to set up your training paces. So I encourage you to watch that video. I will also encourage you to watch another video, which is a 1-mile time trial that helps determine whether what your paces should be or where your fitnesses should be for the 3K, 5K, as well as 800 and 400. So it gives you an idea where you should be for long stuff and short stuff. So, all right, week 2. 4 miles easy on Monday. It's going to be a consistent easy day on Monday. Okay? Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides. 8 by 100 meter uphill now, so we added a few reps. Jog down recovery or walk down. 2-mile cool down. Wednesday, 6 miles steady. Okay. Thursday, 2-mile warm up, drills and strides. Now you're going to do 4 miles at goal marathon pace, which is 7:50 to 8 minutes. Okay. Then a 3-minute recovery. Then you're going to do 5 by 300 with a 200 meter jog at that same 5K to 3K race pace, which in this case is 117 to 118 per rep. Or 77, 78 seconds. 2-mile cool down. Bike and cross-train days Friday. Saturday, 13-mile long run. Nice and easy pace. Sunday's an off day. Now, you may notice something, you may not. Every week, I have a bike and a cross-train day scheduled. Every other week, and you'll notice this throughout the whole program, I have a complete off day in there. Okay? To give you a total off day every 14 days as part of your training. But the bike and cross-train day is also an important part as well. Okay, so week 3, 4 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 2 miles drills and strides, 6 by 200 meter uphill now. So we made the rep a little bit longer, just took a shortened amount of reps. Jog equal recovery, 2 mile cool down. Wednesday, 8 miles steady. Thursday is your bike and cross train day, so it'll alternate between Thursdays and Fridays. Friday, you run 4 miles and then 6 by 200 meters with a jog easy recovery of 51 to 52 per rep. Then Saturday is a 16-mile long run with 5 miles of it at marathon pace, which is 7:50 to 8 minutes per mile. And then 3 miles easy on Sunday. Okay. One of the things I want to point out to you is if you know which marathon you plan on running, I encourage you to look at the course map, okay, and see whether it's all flat or all rolling, or portions of it are rolling and so on, because simulating as best you can will help you, they'll take you a long way for the marathon. What I mean by that is if your marathon is rolling, then I encourage you to do a lot of your long runs over rolling areas. If it's flat, I encourage you to do a lot of your long runs, as well as your workouts as well, on the flat. Okay? Now, if you happen to run a marathon where the rolling part of it's at the end, you can do long runs with the rolling part of it at the end. If it's in the middle, you can do them in the middle. If it's in the beginning, you can do it in the beginning. So I encourage you to try to simulate the course as much as you possibly can. It'll definitely help you better prepare yourself, and that way you don't come up with anything that you're not expecting on race day. So, okay, week 4. 4 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 8 by 200 meter uphill, so we added a couple reps. Jog down recovery, 2 mile cool down. Wednesday, 8 miles steady. Okay, Wednesday's going to be an intermediate run, so it'll get a little bit longer and a little bit longer as we go on. The goal is to have you on your feet continuously for a long period of time, twice per week, okay, in a single run. Thursday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 8 by 300 meters with a 200 meter jog recovery at 5K race pace. So 77 to 78 per rep, 2 mile cool down. Bike and cross train on Friday. 13-mile long run at a steady pace. We're dropping it back down now, a couple miles. Sunday's an off day. Okay, week 5. Monday's 5 miles. Tuesday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides, 6 by 300 meter uphill, so we're getting a little bit longer on the uphill now. Jog equal, per recovery. 2 mile cool down. 10 miles for the intermediate run on Wednesday now. Bike and cross train day on Thursday. Friday, 2 mile warm-up drills and strides. A 5 mile progression run now. We're going to go from marathon pace to half marathon pace, which will be from 8 minutes to 7:40 per mile instead of 7:50. Okay. Then you take a 3-minute recovery, 5 by 150 meter strides or accelerations with a jog equal recovery and a cool down of 2 miles. That gets you practicing accelerating when you're already fatigued after having gone hard for an extended period of time. Simulates kicking at the end of a race, particularly in a marathon. Okay, so let's take this down now. Before I do, we noticed a lot of uphill running and short speed development. Okay, that's the first phase while we're building up the long run. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce another dynamic to the training. Okay, which is an important part of your training as well. You got threshold running. Okay, excuse me. Threshold running. Okay, so week 6, 5 miles on Monday. Warm up 2 miles on Tuesday, drills and strides, 6 by 300 meter uphill with a jog equal recovery. Okay, cool down of 2 miles. Intermediate run of 10 miles on Wednesday. Thursday, warm up 2 miles, drills and strides, 6 by 800 meter repetitions with a 1-minute recovery at threshold pace. And in this particular situation, the threshold ranges between 338 to 340 per rep. Okay, which puts you at about 716 to 720 per mile. So it'll be faster than half marathon pace, a little closer to 10K pace, but the reps will be somewhat shorter. Okay, and then you're going to run 5 by 100 meter strides with a jog equal recovery. Again, turning over when you're already fatigued. 2 mile cool down. Bike and cross train on Friday. Saturday, a 16-mile long run. Okay, 8 of it's going to be easy, and then 8 of it's going to be progression from 8 minutes 15 seconds per mile to 7:45 per mile. Okay. Again, simulating hard running towards the end of the run. Off day on Sunday. Week 7, 5 miles easy Monday, 2 mile warm up on Tuesday, 10 by 200 meter uphill runs with a jog equal recovery, and then after that, you're going to do a 2 mile effort at marathon pace. 8 minutes to 7:50 per mile. Now you're locking into pace when you're fatigued. So instead of sprinting at the end, now we're going to go lock into the marathon pace after you've already run some uphill runs. Okay, trains a different dynamic. 2-mile cool down. 12-mile intermediate run on Wednesday. Bike and cross train day on Thursday. Friday, 2-mile warm up, drills and strides. 5 miles at half marathon pace, which is kind of right around where you'd run for tempo runs. 7:35 to 7:40 per mile. Okay, so we're going threshold tempo. Okay, 10. Take a 3-minute recovery afterward. 4 by 200 meters with a jog recovery. Jog equal recovery strides. Just turn over when you're fatigued. No particular pace range, but it should be faster than tempo pace, obviously. 2-mile cool down. 12-mile long run, so we dropped it back down. Get you some recovery. 4 miles easy on Sunday. Okay, week 8, 5 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up, drills and strides, 6 by 1,000 meter now, so we made the rep a little longer at threshold pace, but it's going to be at the same exact pace of threshold running that you do the 800 meter repeat. So in this case, it'll be 4:33 to 4:35 per rep. Okay, 1 minute recovery, then you take a 3 minutes after the last one, and then you run 5 by 100 meter strides with a jog equal recovery. Cool down 2 miles. 12-mile intermediate run on Wednesday. Thursday, 7 miles, steady pace, and then 8 by 200 meters with a minute recovery at 5K pace, which is 51 to 52 per rep. Bike and cross train on Friday. Then Saturday, an 18-mile long run. Okay, and we're going to break it up into pieces here. So miles 5 through 8 are going to be at marathon pace, and miles 13 through 16 will be at marathon pace, which is 7:50 to 8 minutes per mile. The rest of the run will just be an easy, comfortable pace. Okay, so now it has you running part of marathon pace towards the beginning and then towards the end. So you know what it feels like at different parts during the run. Off day on Sunday. Week 9, 6 miles easy Monday. Tuesday, warm up 2 miles, drills and strides, 6 by 400 meter uphill runs. Okay, and then jog equal, back down recovery, and then you're going to run 4 by 200 meters on the flat with a jog equal recovery. Okay, and then a 2-mile cool down. We don't want to just completely get away from the hill running. You're going to use the same fast twitch muscle fibers that you do uphill running as you do on short and really fast sprints. So it's important to work both ends here. The short, even though it's more of a long, slow twitch muscle fiber event, you still need to incorporate some turnover running and some uphill running. And it'll also help build short-term and long-term leg strength. Okay. 10 miles on Wednesday, intermediate run. Thursday, warm up 2 miles, drills and strides, 2 by 3 miles, okay, with a 3-minute recovery at half marathon pace. Okay, 7:35 to 7:40 per mile. Okay, it's broken up tempo effort. Okay, and then after that, take a 3-minute recovery after the second one, and you're 5 by 150 meters strides with a jog equal recovery. 2-mile cool down. Bike and cross train on Friday. Saturday, 16-mile progression long run, 9:15 to 7:45, just nice and comfortable. The last part of it will be kind of like locking in at goal marathon pace and a little bit faster. Okay, last couple miles. Sunday, 3 miles easy. Week 10, 6 miles easy Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up, drills and strides, and a 6 by 1,200 meters, so we're getting a little bit longer now. But we're going to up the recovery to 75 seconds at threshold pace. It's going to be the same exact pace, but it's going to be 5:32 to 5:35 per rep. Okay. Then take a 3-minute recovery after the last one. 4 by 200 meters with a jog equal recovery at your pace. Turnover, turnover, turnover. Cool down 2 miles. 10 miles on Wednesday. Thursday, 5 miles, and then 3 by 400 meter uphills and 3 by 200 meters on the flats. Jog equal recovery for both. No time ranges. Just want you to get you going hard uphill and then getting back onto flat running rhythm afterward and accelerating. 2-mile cool down. Bike and cross train on Friday. Saturday, 18-mile long run. Okay, we're going to add some fartlek running in here. Okay, so it's going to be 6 by 6 minute efforts at the marathon pace, which is 7:50 to 8 minutes per mile. So it'll be short, a little bit shorter than a mile per effort. And then you're going to run. You're going to take a minute recovery after each one, and then you're going to run 4 by 400 meter efforts with a jog equal recovery at 5K pace. Okay, and then make sure that you've run 5 miles of this run before you start doing any of this. Okay, this gets you used to pace differentiating, pace accelerating, coming back to pace, accelerating again, going back to pace. It's an opportunity to get you trained towards making, breaking away from people. Should this become a little bit more of a competitive race environment for you, and so on and so forth, and responding to moves as well. Okay, and then you finish off the rest of the run at an easy pace. Off day on Sunday. Week 11, 6 miles Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 5 by 1.5 mile efforts, 2-minute recovery, it's VO2 max running, at half marathon pace, which is 750 to 740 per mile. Okay, and then at the end of that, you're going to run one hard 800-meter effort, no time, just run it hard. Take a 2-minute recovery, and then run one 400-meter effort hard. No time goal, just run it hard. 2-mile cool down. 12 miles on Wednesday. Bike and cross train on Thursday. Friday, 5 miles nice and easy with 5 by 50-meter strides afterward. And then Saturday, you're going to run a 20-mile long run, 9 of which is going to be steady. The next 10 is going to be you're going to lock in at goal marathon pace, which is 750 to 8 minutes per mile. And then you're going to finish the last mile easy. So now it gets you running marathon pace towards the end for a longer period of time. Sunday, 3 miles. Okay, so now we've introduced some thresholds, some VO2 max, some tempo runs. We're building up on that intermediate run as well, and then we're starting to transition towards a little bit more quality on the long run, which you'll see in this last block of training here is where the focus will be for the most part. And what that does is it gets you used to running hard and long on Sundays, most marathons being on Sundays. Okay, so week 12, we're down to it now. 6 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 4 by 200-meter uphill runs, okay, jog equal down, 4 by 200 meters on the flats, okay, and then you're going to run 2 miles at marathon pace, 750 to 8 minutes per mile at the end of that, and then a 2-mile cool down. Okay, 12 miles Wednesday. Thursday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides. We've bumped up the threshold again, 6 times a mile with a 90-second recovery now, so we bumped up the rest as well at threshold pace, 716 to 720 per mile. That's the pace you've been running for all your threshold stuff. Okay, and then you take 3 minutes after the last one, then you go 4 by 200 meters with a jog equal recovery of 5K race pace, which we know is 51 to 52 seconds per rep. 2-mile cool down. Bike and cross train on Friday, 16-mile long run on Saturday, off day on Sunday. Week 13, okay, last block of 4 weeks. 5 miles on Monday, Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 3 miles at marathon pace, 750 to 8 minutes. Then you take you jog a mile actually, jog a mile easy. Then you're going to run 2 miles at half marathon pace, which is 735 to 740. Then you're going to jog a half a mile, and then you're going to run a mile at 712 to 716, which is approximately 10K pace. Okay, 2-mile cool down, so it gets progressively faster. You should be fit enough at this point to be able to handle this type of work. 12-mile intermediate run on Wednesday, bike and cross train day on Thursday, 4 miles easy on Friday, and then a 20-mile long run on Saturday. At this point, running for a goal of being sub 330, I encourage you to do 2 by 20, at least 20-mile long runs throughout the course of your training. 9 of which will be steady. The next 10 is going to be a progression from 8:15, which is a little over marathon pace, to 7:45, which is a little under marathon pace. And then the last mile easy. 3 miles easy on Sunday. Week 14, 6 miles easy on Monday. Tuesday, 2-mile warm-up drills and strides, 4 by 400 meter uphill now, jog equal back down, and then 4 by 400 meters on the flats with a 1-minute recovery at 5K pace, which is 142 to 145 per rep. After that, you're going to run 2 miles at marathon pace, 750 to 8 minutes. I want you locking into marathon pace as much as you possibly can in this last couple of weeks, particularly after some hard work, when it becomes more difficult to maintain marathon pace. That's exactly why I'm putting it at the end of the workout, not the beginning. 2-mile cool down. 10 miles on Wednesday, intermediate run. 5 miles on Thursday, 5 by 300 meters with a 200-meter jog recovery at 5K pace. 116 to 118 or 76 to 78 per rep with a 1-mile jog afterward. Bike and cross train Friday, Saturday now, 17-mile long run. We're starting to cut back on the long runs now. And you're going to run 8 of it steady, and then the next 8 miles are going to be marathon pace minus 5 seconds. So it'll be 7:45 to 7:55 instead of 7:50 to 8 minutes. Okay? And then a 1 mile easy jog at the end. Off day on Sunday, down to the last 2 weeks. 5 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 2 miles, warm up, drills and strides. Then we're going to do an effort-based fartlek. 10-minute, 8-minute, 6-minute, 4-minute, and 2-minute runs, okay? With a 2-minute recovery in between each. And you're going to progress from 8-minute pace per mile to 7 minutes per mile. So the 10-minute effort will be 8 minutes per mile, and then 8-minute effort at 7:45, the 6-minute at 7:30, the 4-minute at 7:15, and the 2-minute at 7-minute per mile pace. We drop 15 seconds per effort as the rep gets shorter per mile. And then you do a 2-mile cool down. Okay? 8 miles on Wednesday, dropping down the intermediate runs. Okay? Bike and cross train Thursday, 4 miles easy on Friday with a 5x50 meter strides at the end. Saturday, last long run before the marathon. 14-mile long run, 7 of it steady, and then the next 6 are going to be at marathon pace minus 10 seconds. So now we're going 7:40 to 7:50 per mile. And then the last mile of it's going to be easy. 3 miles easy on Sunday. Okay. Week 16, race week. 4 miles easy on Monday. 2 miles warm-up on Tuesday. Then you're going to do 5x800 meter efforts with a 2-minute recovery at 4 minutes to 3 minutes and 50 seconds per rep. It's basically a marathon pace to half marathon pace. Nothing more intense than that. And then your last one, you go a little bit under 350 if you're feeling good. 2-mile cool down. 5 miles on Wednesday. Bike and cross train on Thursday. Complete off day on Friday. And it's going to be 2 days before the marathon instead of the day before the marathon. I find that over 20 years of running and coaching, that if you take the day off before a race, sometimes they can throw the legs out of rhythm, which is why I encourage it to be 2 days prior and then running an easy 2-mile shakeout the day before to get your legs back into a running groove. Okay? And then race day. Most marathons, especially if you're going to be training for one right now, it's going to be in the fall, so it'll be a little bit cooler. I encourage you just to do 3 to 5 minutes of easy jogging to warm up, to get the the heart rate up, body temperature up, okay, and to loosen up the legs a little bit. Drills and strides as needed. If you don't need any, don't do any. And then your 26.2 mile marathons, go time, okay. I did not plug any races into this. That's completely up to you. Some people don't, some people do. Again, that's completely up to you. I've left flexibility here for you to modify if you like. If you feel the need to break up a 12-mile with a 4 and an 8 or a 5 and a 7, that's fine. In some cases, you might want to go longer. That's fine. So based on your schedule, whether you have training partners or not, your health, your fitness level, ability level, and the ability to do the work that's needed to run sub 330 is completely up to you as to how you want to set it up. But this should provide you a good guide, and I've used this program to help people get under 330 for the marathon. So hopefully this is helpful. You won't see a lot of flashy music and secret workouts or anything from me personally. You're just going to see details broken down day by day, week by week, month by month. I'd rather give you the substance instead of the fluff. That's just me. So hopefully you can appreciate that. Again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I hope that you'll like this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube page as well so that I know the content is valuable. I want to keep sending out programs as well. My Instagram page is Black Belt Running Coach. I have a lot of running content on there that I release as well, or that I post. And if you need any specific guidance, my email is blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help. So, good luck, good running. We'll talk to you soon.